African Islamic history at FCC, Fellowship College, used to dress us coming down from Hunter College. I've listened to you at every opportunity that I've had since that day. Today, I have 2 points I would like for you to address, sir. One is, this is coming from watching you on For the People. One question is, who are the Arabs? Where did they come from? You say they drained Africa. Where are those African people today? The second question is, you also said on one of those lectures that you do not follow carbon-copied religion, meaning Islam, Judaism or Islam, but that you go back to the original Bible. Where may one obtain a copy of the original Bible? Thank you, sir.
I didn't use the word Bible. I said I go back to the original concepts of spirituality.
I stand corrected, Doctor.
That is not guided by any specific Bible, but by a body of literature written by Nile Valley scholars that preceded the Bible about 3,000 and 4,000 years. And this was before fools and tyrants and murderers killed spirituality with a whole lot of nonsense called religion.
Thank you.
Who are the Arabs? They're a mixture of offspring of Eastern, partly African people. They are, in essence, bastard children of bastard children. They're human discards. I wanted to give the gentleman some help. If you're looking from out of his historian position, Anita Akbar said in 1645 in the book Kitabu Bilal, he said that, translated, that the Arabs, the former Arabs were the Saracens, S-A-R-A-S-E-N-S, the Saracens, were a group of people that occupy what is now called Arabia. That their ancestors came down from the Caucasus Mountains and drove out the Saracens and established what is now Arabia. If you want to know original book, what is meant by that are a number of books. The Egyptian, is Budge in his translation call it the Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Papyrus of Ani. But the correct name is Book of the Coming Forth by Day and by Night. That is only one of the many books. So, and that is at least 4,000, Muhammad came in 622, so that is at least 4,700 years before the Quran. Sister, your question, please.
First of all, I'd like to say it is truly, truly an honor to be among our elder Africans who are passing on the history and legacy of our people. And I'd like to personally say thank you to all those responsible for this program. It's been very, very powerful and very, very nice. My question I'd like to direct to Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben, you talk a lot in your lectures about Africa and religions and their origins in Africa. Could you please tell us what are the differences, or what is a Semite, what is a Hebrew, and what is a Jew? And also, what do you think of Jesse Jackson's efforts for us to call ourselves African American? Thank you.
All right, the first what is a Semite, what is a Hebrew, and what is a Jew. I think I got that correct.
Yes, sir.
Number one, the word Semite comes from a ridiculous notion that the world went to an end except for one man and his family, Noah. And that for 40 days, Noah and his family was in this big water that had covered the entire world. And when the water subsided, they found themselves on Mount Ararat. Now, in the first place, what do you mean by the word? The Jews didn't know about America, or the Hebrews, or whatever name, those writers that wrote that little child story. And then their world was about 30 miles each side of where the guy was standing. For instance, they didn't know the land for Russia, they didn't know France, they didn't know Ethiopia at that time when I read that thing. Now, Noah and the family got off the boat. His children was Ham, Japheth, and Shem. That's the three boys and their wives. The word Shemite came from Shem. Those children descended from Shem. And Hamite, those children descended from Ham. And poor Japheth, Japheth obviously didn't get nothing much because they disappeared. Now, then you got a woman, Mr. and Mrs. Noah, we don't want to chuckle, and they get three children of three different races. Pure nonsense. Now, the word Semitic comes from that. It is a linguistic term that is used, but nobody can define what is a Semite. Okay. Haribu, or family, about the 13th, when the Africans of the Nile were in the 13th dynasty, a group of people invaded from Asia called the Hyksos, otherwise called Shepherd Kings, about 1675. They destroyed the dynasty in the Lower Nile, the Delta region. Another group of people drove in, came with them from the desert. Those people were called Haribu or Haripu, H-A-R-I-B-U or H-A-B-I-R-U, and there's a third one was H-A-R-I-P-U. That eventually became down to what is called Hebrew in the English language. From that source, that's only the 13th dynasty. A Jew, among the same people, were tribes, different tribes. One of the tribes was called Yehuda, or into translated English, Judah, which became in English further Jew. And that's how you got the term Jew. It's a misnomer from the time Yehuda. Yehuda was supposed to be the warriors, those that defended the rest of the tribe. When the nation Palestine broke into two, Israel for the people, and Judea, those are the fighters. That's the whole story of that myth, the little piece of mythology that one's speaking about here. And the story behind that has no origin before 1700 at the 700 BC at the Sanhedrin. It is supposed to be written from the books of Moses, and that again is a lie, because there was 4 books of Moses, there wasn't 5, and Rabbi Agrippa didn't like it, and they start a conference, the conference of I forget what the name of the conference, but they decided then that they needed another book, the book of Genesis, meaning the book of beginning. Because they started with a book called Exodus, going from someplace and they not arrived yet. So they then wrote a book about the beginning. And that's the book of Genesis. To the extent, to show you where they were, they wrote a book and wrote it about a black woman they used to worship. You call it, they said what? The sacred cow. Well, okay, that Abraham worshipped the cow. But they didn't tell you that that cow is the symbol of goddess Hathor. When you go in Egypt, you see the cow, a black woman with cow ears and things. That is the best way to see it is in a temple of Dendera. That's the symbol of goddess Hathor. So that what the Jews were trying to get away was worshipping this black woman. They tell you the golden calf and then